Hey guys, it's me, Draconya, and we are back in If My Heart Had Wings. The last 3 days I couldn't upload because I had a lot to do, but really a lot. Yesterday evening I finished so I could do some stuff at that time, but it was too late to record, so I record today. In the afternoon, I think. Yeah, in the afternoon. So, and without further ado, let's start. We are inside the garage, so the sound echoed like crazy and sounded like the growl of a monster. Looks like my body just remembered that my stomach is empty. She seemed to sway as she tried to get up, but she didn't have enough energy, so she slumped back down with her cheek on the drawing board. Would you like to eat this? I took some bread out of my bag. I thought I'd get hungry with just a lunchbox, so at lunchtime I bought some melon bread. Whoa! Her eyes shone. Shone? Okay. Is it some kind of shine? Wait. I googled besides that. Her eyes shone as if she were an explorer who had discovered treasure in a cave in some unexplored place. Are you sure? Go ahead. Thank you. She took the melon bread, opened the wrapper immediately, and bit into the contents. She was getting crumbs everywhere, but really looked like she was enjoying it as she devoured it greedily. It's so tasty. I haven't had any calorie intake for ages. Could that be because she's poor? The fact that she was so ecstatic over something like melon bread actually made me quite worried. She didn't show any signs that she was thinking of my generosity and just ate up the high-calorie melon bread. Phew, that was delicious. She murmured happily, looking happy as she can be. She looked like she was mulling over the taste of the melon bread in her brain. The sugar is going to my brain. She said as she turned back to the drawing board. Then she started drawing the plants again with incredible energy. By the way, you can see the blueprints right now, and if you don't know what those blueprints are, that's for a glider plane. You will see it later too, and we saw it at the beginning also, when it was flying over Windmill Hill, I think it's called, at the beginning of the story, like part 1. From the serious look on her face, it seemed that she had already forgotten about me. She is strange. Not just a little, but very strange. Okay, well, I'll be off. Perhaps she didn't hear me. I put the melon bread wrapper that she had left behind in my pocket and turned to leave. I reluctantly left the special atmosphere of the garage behind me. Well, then maybe I should head back. By the time I had finished watching the various clubs, the sky was orange as the sun was setting. Oh, there you are. Yeah. Agea was at the school gates. Agea looks towards me and points the cell phone she's holding at the time, I think, was it? I thought that if you were still here, we could have left together. I called you several times, but you didn't answer. I told Agea that I would take a look at the club activities before leaving. Can you look at the call history? I left it at the dormitory. Huh? Why? That defeats the purpose of having a cell phone. Doesn't it say in the school rules that you can't bring cell phones to school? Yes, that's true, but does anyone actually follow the rule? It's alright if you don't get caught, it seems. In my case, I'm not so worried about the school rules. It's just too bothersome to carry a cell phone around with me. Even though I got your number, it doesn't mean anything. How do you know my number? 5 years ago, when I left Kazagura, I was still just a kid, so I didn't have a cell phone. I got it from Anshan earlier. He gave me your text address too, so I can bombard you with texts. What? Don't bother, it's too much hassle. Writing texts on cell phone is too fiddly, which is a real pain, so I don't really like it. But it looks like Agea isn't listening to me and has started walking on ahead. Okay, shall we head back? How was your first day at your new school? It seems like an interesting school. It was different to the sports school or regular school, and had a special kind of atmosphere. Everyone looks like they enjoy it, and it's, how should I say, like they come here to hang out. If just every school would be like this, then it would be a better place for everyone. You could say that. Everyone comes here because they are get things that they want to do. Things they want to do? Have you found a club you want to join? I don't know. There were a few that seemed interesting though. Here the sports clubs aren't that great, so you might find them kind of lacking. What do you do, Agea? I'm in the robot club. We make robots and enter contests. Robots? That sounds interesting too. You're always welcome, Aoi. Yeah, I'll think about it. Well done, I'm going this way. Huh? Isn't your place around here? Yeah, but I moved. Didn't you know that Kazami Shopping Street is no longer? That's because of the reconstruction. No way, seriously? They've made a huge shopping mall. My family's shop was moved there too. I'll take you there when we have a day off, okay? So, see you tomorrow. Hey, what? Thanks for everything today. It's fine. If you just buy me a parfait next time, that will be enough. No, I mean that you're the same way towards me as in the past. Oh, sure. That was a big help. Me too. Apart from your appearance, you haven't changed a bit. And your appearance isn't bad, that either. This is leaking some secret information, but today a few girls asked me to give them your phone number. Seriously? Correction. You've got quite an eye for the ladies, haven't you, Harry? So what? I didn't have that kind of thing at an all-boys school. Well, it proves that you're a normal, healthy boy, in the time since we last met. You've grown up. Agea looked happy as she said that. So have you? To be honest, I thought she would have grown up to be more rough and tomboyish. That's right. Agea started smiling quietly. Looking at that innocent smile reminded me of how Agea was when she was still just a kid. Welcome back, Aoi. Yeah. See you again tomorrow, old buddy. She punched me. Ouch. She gave me a great big slap on the back. See ya. Agea gave me a big wave and turned the corner. Ouch, you doofus. She might have gotten a little cuter, but she hadn't really changed on the inside. Welcome back, huh? Her attitude hasn't really changed since before, and somehow I felt that it had saved me. After Agea and I went our separate ways, I did shopping for dinner on the way back. It's gonna be hot again tomorrow, so I have to give them food that will give them stamina. And she enthusiast enthusiastically, yeah, I put the menu together in my head. Oh no, I forgot to buy milk. There was a convenience store right in front of me. 5 years ago there was a tobacconist here. It's a little expensive, but I don't have time to go back to the supermarket. I thought to myself, la la la. The automatic doors opened and the one with the self-proclaimed cool allure left the shop. She had a bag on her lap and she had a smile on her face, which was the exact opposite of cool. She didn't notice me and went back in the direction of the dormitory. It's her. She didn't go to school, so what is she doing? I gave up on buying milk and followed Kotori. When she got back to the dormitory, Kotori opened the front door just slightly. Head. She called Head from the other side of the door and spoke to him about something. She was sneaking around and seemed really suspicious. Go and see if he's here or not. You know, that guy, that mean boy. Is she talking about me? This is a girls' dormitory, so I'm the only boy here. I don't remember being mean, though. I don't know why, but I would appear that she is sneaking around to avoid being found by me. If that's how you feel... I headed for the back to the dormitory. I'll hide in the kitchen for now. Quack. Shh. If this is about me, tell her I'm not here. Quack. I doubt that he got the message, but wiggled his butt as he left the dining hall and headed for the entrance. While I am waiting in ambush, I'll put the food I bought in the fridge. After a little while... Looks like he's not here. Alright. When Kotori came into the dining hall, she went straight for the cupboard and took out a spoon. Without taking out a dish, she stayed seated in her wheelchair. She put the shopping bag from the convenience store on the table. Inside was... Haagen-Dazs? Needless to say, it was top quality ice cream. Not only that, but it was family size. It's the big pot that costs 2,500 yen. I don't know how much that is. Let me quickly check. I will put it in USD. 2,500 yen to USD. That's about 22 bucks. That's $22. That's a high price for just ice cream. 22 bucks. Holy. She opened the lid and in her right hand she had the type of spoon that you'd eat things like curry with. I'm finally gonna do it. Quack. Kotori's spoon was still above the smooth surface of the Haagen-Dazs, then she dug a big hole in it. One scoop like that would be about 100 yen. And she stuffed the whole thing in one mouthful. Phew. I'm so happy. She brought her hand to her cheek as though she was flooded in happiness from the bottom of her heart. What is she doing? Seeing what she was doing made hiding and watching her seem pretty ridiculous. Without knowing, I was watching Kotori began to shovel in more ice cream like a construction machine. Yum, yum, yummy, yummy. Even if it was only a 105 yen ice cream, you'd savor the flavor more than that. Yum, yum, it's so yummy. Brain freeze, I would say. What do you guys guess? I say it's brain freeze. With the next mouthful of ice cream, Kotori suddenly lowered her head, holding her temples. Quack. I'm okay, just a little brain freeze. Told ya! I know that feeling. I have it all summer long. To be able to get a brain freeze from eating too much Haagen-Dazs is very high of luxury. During this little pause, Kotori opened up her notebook. There was something written there. I sneak up a little closer behind her. Quack, quack. Shh. Next to the words, "Eat as much Haagen-Dazs as I want," Kotori happily wrote the word "done." Mission complete. It seemed to be some sort of list. Things I want to do? That was the title, and there were bullet points below. Stroke the head of a big dog in the neighborhood. It's really scary, but it might be unexpectedly friendly. If possible, I'd like to ride around on its back. Fill the bath with water and swim in it like a pool. Pie throwing. And so on. Among those was, go and see Windmill Hill, with "done" written next to it. What is this? Never do this. I know how this feels. If someone's behind you, right behind you, and you're focused on something completely else, and he says something in a calm voice, you just... With me it's the worst. If you do this with me, it might end up with a broken nose. The last guy that did that got a bleeding nose because I just turned around and punched him. No joke, I literally turned around and punched. Eek! Whoa! Kotori's scream pierced from my right ear and out of my left. Well, what are you doing? Why are you here? I was here before you were, but there's no way. Her mouth was open in shock as she looked at Hat. Quack. Well, I guess it's no good sending a duck to scout the place out. Even if he was able to completely grasp what his responsibility was, there was no way he could have conveyed the message. Kotori seemed ashamed and looked away. I'm sorry I surprised you. You were sneaking around, so I wondered what you were doing. I didn't mean to spoil her personal enjoyment. You really are mean. That face, though. I went back to the kitchen to get things ready for dinner. Kotori's face seemed to say, now it only tastes half as good, as she sulkily ate the ice cream. Were you taking time off school? I caught a cold. She blatantly lying. Would someone who has caught a cold be eating ice cream? I'm the dorm mother, you know. I have to make sure the boarding students have the right kind of lifestyle. I don't remember accepting you as the dorm mother. Anyway, isn't it strange for a boy to be a dorm mother? Swoosh! She went to the trouble of turning around so that she could point at me. If you want to call me dorm father, then that's fine by me. That was evil. Kotori turned back round and went back to enjoying her ice cream. If you weren't at school, then where were you? I softened my tone a little as I asked her. It's got nothing to do with you. Did you go back to Windmill Hill? She's ignoring me and eating her ice cream. It has gotten something to do with me. I won't accept your storm, Mother. I don't mean that. Yesterday, if I hadn't been passing by, where would you be right now? If you were not careful in a place like that, then maybe nobody would have come. This music. I read a lot of visual novels. Some of them really put the characters into your heart. And if I read a visual novel, like I do on my PC, it's called, Choosing Guru 46 plus 1. The characters really got put into your heart, and then if you know one of them dies, you just can't hold it back. Well, I'll continue reading. If you're not careful in a place like that, then maybe nobody would have come. If you can't move your wheelchair, what would you have done by yourself? That's... Do you still think it's got nothing to do with me? I'm not accusing her of anything. That's why I try to speak as gently as possible, so as not to sound too harsh. However, I showed her how serious I was. Look, I said thank you, didn't I? For me to thank anyone is extremely rare, you know. It's true, it is rare as a giant salamander. You should be the one thanking me. Are you proud of that? If you think that people would be happy because it's so rare, you're severely mistaken. Kotori seemed daunted by the sound argument, put down the spoon and started thinking seriously. But because I'm like this, I can't do anything. Do you want some ice cream? It's really expensive. No, I don't. Sounded a little mean, so Kotori became tearful all of a sudden. Her cheeks were quivering as she desperately tried to hold back the tears. Hey, I'm sorry, I was joking. Don't make that face. It's nothing. I'm fine. That's right. See, you're fine. Head cracked as though he was trying to cheer Kotori up. I wouldn't tell you to say thank you, would I? It's just that if you go out without telling anyone where you're going, it's kind of dangerous, you know. She rubbed the corner of her eye a little with her finger. I understand, but I don't want to understand. Do I have to understand? Somehow, that's what the look on her face said. She put the spoon down and went to leave the dining hall. Where are you going? I'm going to wash my face. It's all sticky around my mouth from where I've been eating ice cream. She closed the notebook and put it in her lap. Then a piece of paper fell from the notebook. You dropped something. Kotori looked as though she hadn't heard and left the dining hall. Head went after her. As the sound of the wheelchair grew farther away, I let out a big sigh. Maybe I said too much. It's just that I really was worried about her. I don't know anything about what's going on with Kotori, so perhaps I was unnecessarily interfering. Wait. Speaking of which, she was wearing her uniform. However, she was wearing her own clothes yesterday when she went to Windmill Hill. Could it be that she was actually planning on going to school? That's possible, isn't it? As I thought of that, I felt my mood lighten a little, and I picked up the piece of paper that she had dropped. Huh? For a moment I couldn't believe my eyes. It was a notice for withdrawal from school. Hey, cheer up, Aoi. I was depressed while I was cleaning up after dinner and Kanako came to comfort me. Why? Why did everyone leave so much uneaten? It was really tasty though. For tonight's dinner, Kanako was the only one who ate all of her food. Without exceptions, everyone else left some uneaten. Tomorrow I'll make even more tasty food, so tasty that no one will leave anything uneaten. I felt renewed determination, and then Duck came waddling into the dining hall. Hello, Senior Duck. I see, you're hungry. Aoi, do you have something for him to eat? There's some vegetables left over. That'll do. Kanako took the leftover vegetables and fed them to Het. Is this duck your pet? Are you allowed to have pets here? Nope, he's no one's pet. He's been living here since before I came here. It's not clear who brought him here or when. That's why I call him Senior Duck. So the owner must have been keeping him? Nope, that's not it either. She said that Het just appeared one day. That's why rather than being a pet, he's more like a housemate. Kotori also called him housemate. It's a mystery. Once she had finished feeding Het, Kanako got out of her seat. Okay, I think I go take a bath. Don't go walking around in your underwear again, okay? Huh? Why not? Come on, it's summer. No. Spoil sport. Kanako give me a quick insult as she left the dining hall. Why does everyone have to insult me just before they leave? I felt a little hurt as I cleaned the dishes. Peek. This time it was Kotori poking out into the dining hall. It was almost as if she was waiting for Kanako to leave before she came in. She doesn't seem to get along with her, so maybe she really was waiting for her to leave. I thought she might have come back to have dinner, but she appeared to be looking for something. She's looking around the table. Het, you're in the way. She went around the table once and then came past the counter in front of me. Hey, have you seen a piece of paper? No, I haven't. What kind of paper? Paper is paper. Are you sure you haven't seen it? Positive. Kotori groaned while staring at my face if she were trying to see if I was telling the truth. With a straight face, I whipped the dishes with a towel. Wait, I couldn't read it. With no way to check, she went to look elsewhere. I'll put your dinner in the fridge, heat it up in the microwave and eat it later, okay? I couldn't help lying to her. The thing she was looking for was the withdrawal notice that I picked up. People were worried that if it carries on like this, she'll stop coming altogether. It looks like she's not really enjoying school. Always lying. Again, words crossed my mind. It looks like Kotori really is planning to drop out of school. What am I doing? Why didn't I give the withdrawal notice back to her? There I stood, not even really understanding those feelings myself. Extend the little wings which fly in the sky highly. The slogan actually of this game. Well, and because the slogan is over, I think we will stop here for today. I will, because I missed 3 days of uploading, or two, but I will, because I had 3 days actually to upload videos, I will do 3 other videos today still, so 2 more. Well, either I make 4 videos in total today, or 2 more. I probably make 2 more. And because most stuff on school is over, so since tomorrow then, I can upload almost the whole week. Then, stay happy guys, have fun, and see you later!